All right, hello everyone. I'm Violet Pellet, and we're super late today. I'm joined by Scrumbunculus,
Bang!
James,
That's me.
Eden,
Bark, bark, bark.
and Shaky Johnson.
Hello.
All right, so where we left time, we are getting down on some D and or D. It's still the spoopening. It's still October. I didn't hear no bell, so the spookiness continues. Spookfest extravaganza. Spook, 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 spook. All right, so where we guys left off last time, you guys were in a spooky corn maze and fought some spooky ghosts, and James helped some spooky cowboy meet a spooky wife, and they rode up into the sunset.
Oh, she was hideous.
She was a monster, absolutely. That's the kind of girl you bring home to mama. That is 100% true. All right, so from then on, you started walking, and you just kept walking. Right, you didn't end up back where you normally are in Grayvale. So you just proceed on bopping down the lane until eventually you enter a valley, and as you do so, an incredibly thick fog rolls in, and you are just completely fucking lost. You're like Hoobastank. You're crawling in the dark, looking for the answer. You have no idea what's happening right now. So eventually, a cold chill settles into your bones, and you bump into a solid stone building, and you're just like, "What the hell is this?" And around the corner, you hear what sounds like crying children, and that's where we're gonna start. Wrong thing. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, so you guys are in front of this old, dilapidated windmill. You have no idea what's going on with it, but you hear the sounds of crying children coming from within.
Guys, I think someone tried to jump off the windmill from the sounds of this crying over here.
I don't think they'd make any noise if they jumped.
Well, I mean,
It's
depends on if
whoosh
they were, trying to fly.
and splat.
Right.
Comic book text.
Like a bird, trying to leave the nest. Maybe we should check this out. And
I'll walk over the body, knock on the door.
There's no body. No one jumped out anywhere.
Okay, then I just walk up to the door, knock on it. Like,
Okay.
hello?
Can we put a body down?
I start blowing spooky bubbles for Halloween.
Knock on the door, trick or treat!
Give me an intelligence check, James. See how spooky those bubbles are.
Oh god. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty
17.
spooky.
Goddamn.
The inexplicable, like there's shapes with like holes in them where there shouldn't be. You're like, huh, that's weird. Ooh.
Was the part 2 roll? Was there a part 2 roll? Or is it just the intelligence?
No, that's intelligence.
Okay, cool.
So, as Rufus, I like to fly up and see if I can, see if there's any other point of entry, like up higher, or what's going on with this windmill. Is it like structurally sound?
So you fly up there effortlessly. There's nothing attacking you or anything like that. You get a literal bird's eye view of the building, and then the dragon comes and eats you. No, you're sitting up there. Everything's you realize that if you get too high, the fog becomes incredibly thick, and as you get just a little bit higher than the windmill, you start to like lose the ability to like fly properly. It hurts to breathe. You get disoriented, and you would start to fall, so you kind of just drift back down. So as you're spiraling around, trying to get a lay of the land, all you see is the windmill, and directly beneath you, the windmill sits. It's dilapidated. It's decrepit. It's all messed up. There's holes in the ceiling. There's holes in the walls. You also notice that there are various like scorch marks all over the place, and signs of a battle that happened. It seems pretty recently too, because there's no dust or anything on any of the exposed parts that you see. You can enter through the top, or you can go back down and go with your group and enter from the bottom. However you want to do it.
Like I said, I knock on the door and I yell trick or treat, and I try and look in.
All right, so you go to knock on the door, and you realize that there is in fact no door. As you walk inside, or as you look through the open doorway, you see there are two small children huddled around what appear to be how to describe these things. They look like small dolls, and really, really roughly made, like out of straw and like random scraps of fabric. And they're kind of just like huddled around them crying. There is a cauldron of upturned goop just laid over on its side. The whatever the hell was inside of it is clearly caustic. It's eating through like the floorboards. The kids are staying
Ooh.
away from it. But for whatever reason, they have not left this place. This place is also wrecked. There are scratch marks, arrows, burn marks on the walls. Something crazy happened here.
So
I
wanna
walk up
fly
to one
down
of the.
and- yeah. Good.
I was gonna say I walk up to to both of the kids that are just there,
Uh-huh.
kind of give them a nice little lollipop and just be like, "Hey, what's going on? Why are you guys crying?"
Give me a charisma check or a persuasion.
I hit it with the persuasion.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah.
So yeah, you naturally just fucking comfort these kids, and they just grab onto one of your legs, and they just begin blubbering, bawling.
I try and calm them down and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Whoa, why are you guys crying? What happened?"
So as you try to calm these kids down, eventually they start to sniffle and do that thing that kids do where they're like wiping their eyes and trying to breathe. And they explain to you that they were held prisoner here for a long time. Um, there used to be witches that lived in this tower and kidnapped them from their homes, kept them in cages above they point up, and then the good people came, but now the good people are gone.
What are these good people look like?
So they described to you a pretty sizable group of people. There was a vampire girl. There was a small guy who punches a lot. There was a lady wearing like underwear made of metal. Um, there was a black lady with a huge stick that like the stick lit on fire, and then they hit people on the ground. And they just describe what sounds like the Avengers if you think about it. There was a huge dog. And the lady with the metal underwear controlled the dog. We wanted to pet it, but the dog vanished when they all vanished. So you look down and you just see that the little dolls they were making look like the people that saved them. And you see a note that was carried presumably by one of them that had fallen out, and it says let's see, what does it say? Oh, it says go to, and then it says TSER, the Sayre Pool Encampment.
TSER.
Put it in the chat here.
Hmm.
So while you are floating around there, Rufus, you land at the top, and you can hear this conversation because there's no doors or anything in between you and them. So you kind of make your way through and rummage, and yeah, what they're saying is true. There are empty cages. The cages are filled with food. You see like random beds and things, but this is very clearly like a witch's hideout. You don't know too much about witches, but it's one of those things where it's pretty fucking obvious. There's some spooky dooky happening right here.
So I want to go back to the group. I want to relay, what my notes about the fog. Tell them like, "Oi, mates,
What's that?
I think there's something to this fog here. Yeah, it's not no regular fog.
It's
It's flying
advanced
up.
fog.
This is diabolical fog."
Oh no.
Everyone turns up at once.
Oi.
Oi!
Oi. Yeah, I was scouting around up high up, and couldn't breathe. Didn't know which way was up.
Oh no,
Had
that's
to
not
get out of
good.
there. There's something going on here that I don't like. I mean, children in cages is bad enough, but Violet, can I inspect these cages?
Yeah, Give me a
For any
investigation.
type of like craftsman, to find out who built the cages.
Can I lend them my cool guy shades?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I take
sure.
off my shades.
I reach out for my cool guy shades. I give them to Rufus. Here, Rufus, you can probably use these to inspect the cages.
Yeah, so roll with
Oh.
advantage. We got the cool guy shades on. The cool guy shades magically change shape to fit your giant owl eyes. Okay. So it takes a little bit of practice to get used to the cool guy shades. You try to look really, really close, but then the lenses extend. So you kind of like bump into them. you scratch them up a little bit, but they fix themselves. So yeah, you realize that there is a mark up here. Let's see how. The hell? Okay, give me a history roll, Scrumford.
Just raw history roll.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. So, Rufus, you have a little bit of experience with slavers
no.
and things like that. So you know that this is the mark of the Jobedin clan. So you know who built these cages.
I come back and I tell Roy,
Oi.
with these
Oi.
magical glasses, I was able to find a mark. It appears that the Jabedin clan built these. I know them well. They're dastardly folks.
The Jobedan are known to dabble with witchcraft, sorcery, demon worship, all sorts of things.
Olive makes a goat noise. Scared goat noise. .mp3.
Yes, Roy, we have a right to be scared. This might get...
The demon's working. Da-da-da. The demon's working.
Alright. So, I want to flutter over to the children, pat their heads and be like, Oi, hey there, little one. I know how it is. I think I know who may did this to you.
They kind of just look up
What
at
can
you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just look me dead in the eyes at equal height. So we're like, how long have you been here?
The kids start to count. They take off their shoes and this many, and they just hold up. But you don't even know how many. They have different numbers.
That's a long time, but yeah, we'll help you. We'll help you. We'll get you out of here. Find you someplace warm. Get you a nice bowl of slop. You little orphans. I tussle their hair.
We have parents.
Is it possible to just kind of leave them outside in a little tent or whatever, so they can just sleep off whatever? Because I'm pretty sure they're tired.
Yeah, the kids are exhausted, but enough time has passed since the good people came that they've kind of just been here for a little while. I mean, they're more or less rested, but they definitely want to leave. They were just scared of going out into the fucking fog because the things that live out in the fog put them in cages.
So can we build them a little bedding area where they can just lay down?
Oh, they want
Just
to
I'll
leave.
roll out my
Is what I'm
bedroll.
saying. They have. They have a home and they want to go. Yeah, there's beds and stuff upstairs. Sleeping is not the issue. It's being here where the witches live.
We best get you out. What is fireworks or gunshots?
Oh no. The
Great
age-old
American
question.
pastime.
Gotta keep the property value low around here, I guess. Anyways, what's going on?
So do we know where the good people are, Violet, or no?
No, the children explained that the good people came, saved them, and then before they could even thank them, they just vanished. and that note was left behind in their place.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to that place then.
Don't sound very good to me. Didn't take the children.
So they grab the note and they explain to you like they explain that they are Vistani people. Vistani is like their like the Romani kind of situation. Like they're nomadic. They travel around and they live here. But the thing is that they don't want to set up a permanent civilization here. So they kind of just roam around this land, around the borders of the fog, trying to just like live off the land type shit. So they make very easy targets for bandits, for witches, for things like that. But there is a more or less permanent settlement that acts like a trading post for the Vistani people, and that's where they're from. And it's not that far from here, but again, they don't want to leave in the fog. So if you'd escort them, they'd appreciate that.
Okay.
Well, it looks like you're
I
alone.
Damn.
Sucks for you, nerds. Push them down and leave.
Open the door, blow more fog in.
Get 'em. They're
Is
right
there
here.
is there anything else to be investigated in this windmill?
Everyone give me an investigation to see if there's anything the good people did not pick up. Nothing?
I don't have the glasses. I don't have the magic
Yay!
glasses.
Ooh.
Damn. I didn't investigate shit.
Me neither.
You were investigating his eyes. You're like, damn.
It's just giant dinner plate eyes, like normal owl eyes. Woo!
Turn your head like stupid fast to the side. It's freaky.
Can I
All
look
around
around?
I
and
asked
see-
I asked Rufus for my glasses back since
I look at you one eye
That's
up, one eye
fine.
down, like what? Oh, mate, here you go.
I put them on.
All right. What did I say?
While I was investigating, I'm just scratching the floor, pecking at it
Mm.
like a chicken.
As you do.
As I do. My burglar instincts.
Yeah, so you tear this place up, and you do find something that was left behind here. Let me see what it was. Hang on a minute. This module is fucking something else. We're running a modified Curse of Strahd, by the way, just in case if I keep referencing a module. That's what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
That is 126. You can roll a D100.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. So you find a skull in it, or you find a skull that has a bag of gold in it.
It's a skull, isn't it?
It's a skull. Yeah, they turned this place upside down, but they did miss that. And then, you also find a deck of cards.
Hmm.
And the deck of cards is sealed. It's not opened. It looks immaculate, but also looks very expensive. The packaging that it comes in is pressed in gold leaf, and you can tell just by looking at it. This is a high quality piece of entertainment. You probably want to hang on to that.
All right.
But that's really it. Everything else that would be here, all the chests are busted open. All the barrels are rifled through. Anything of value was stripped like locusts before the good people vanished.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I look towards the team and I'm just like, so to just escort these children back to their camp.
Yeah, but they're
Alright.
scared of the fog.
Yeah,
They're
that's
gonna
why I
go by
said
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
we scored them out.
They ask you with childlike innocence, are you good people too?
I look down.
Yeah.
I kneel down to them and I'm just like, yes, children, we're good. And I hug them.
Yeah, I'm not.
Tussle their hair. We're the best.
Like, that one smells weird.
Yeah, don't
Pink
worry
says
about
don't
him.
worry about it.
I take out my magic bandana, I tie it around the head of the one who says he smells weird.
All right. And it's just like, oh. Here's of inspiration. Remember that you have that.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, the kids are convinced that you are good people. And actually, let me roll a check to see if they don't believe you. Yeah, no, fuck, they'll believe anything you tell them. So, so they walk out holding one of your hands and just lead you down the path. So as you start walking down this path, it's more or less safe. You don't really see much of anything. However, you definitely feel. All of you, give me a perception.
Oh, that's wisdom. No, it's not. Thought I rolled wisdom.
Okay. If any of you notice,
Did I just not roll at all?
Doesn't look like it now.
No, I didn't.
Doesn't look like it now.
Hey,
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that owl-like perception.
What do my owl and I see?
So everyone else is kind of just focused on the scenery. However, Rufus, you've got a tighter connection to the physical plane. You know that something is very off. And as you look at the people that you pass by, because there are people, they mostly keep to themselves, and they stare at you as you walk by. But when you get far enough away, they go back to whatever they're doing. You can tell that they're like, so you understand Key, and you understand like the concept of, like, a personal fire, right? And motivation and the will to live and so on and so on. These people don't have it, or if they do have it, it's like very suppressed. So these people are basically like walking corpses, but they're not dead, if that makes sense.
Mm.
And every single person you pass by has that exact same countenance. Their faces are sunk and gaunt. They don't have any kind of like emotion on their faces. They just kind of look really stern and taciturn.
Hey, pal, why the long face?
Anybody that you ask the questions to asks, "Who are you and where are you going?"
So,
Who am I?
That's
Who's
right.
on first is the real question.
so I see these sad sacks.
Mm-hmm.
These shells of the people they once were.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the score. I've been around this. This is
Been around the block.
these are people who have been beaten down and they have
Mhm.
nothing left. And I turn to, as we kind of walk down past a few of them, I eventually, find one who, going about his business, whatever. But I muster up the courage to say, "Oi, mate, we're looking for." I kind of try to remember. We're looking for a TSER, the something pool, something.
So at
Are we heading
that,
the right way?
they begin to like snarl a little bit. They're like, "The sirs, what business do you have with them? Damn Vistani!" And they just spit on the ground.
Oi, I didn't know it was like that, mate. We just trying to
So as you
find them. There's some children.
as you mentioned the children grab your wings and they just start to pull you back like, nope.
I look back at the kids and I just see.
I also
"Oi,
noticed, and
what's wrong?"
I also noticed the kids, and I asked Olive if she can just kind of like protect the kids as well, in a whisper. Like, hey, Olive, I think you could protect these younglings.
You got it, Chief. I walk over to him and I put him behind me. And I have my big hammer in front of me,
So the
just in
kids
case.
are trying to pull Rufus back and like shaking their head like, don't do it.
I turned to Rufus and I'm like, I think we shouldn't do it. Like whispered.
I attempt to fool this man, to deceive him, pull the wool over his eyes,
Flim him.
and flim flam him. It's like, oh, I know, damn Disani's.
Disani's.
Distanies.
We
Always
speak
walking
you man
around with
around
the-
here.
Running around with the big floppy shoes and yellow grins, the beady little eyes and red hair, just the color red.
Give me a deception.
Olive will look hurt in the background because he mentioned red.
Right.
Oh.
Gas.
Her
Gas
damn
in Spanish.
red hair and her succulent lips and her goat horns and you're like, Rufus, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Blushing goat noise.
Like the hottest thing on two hooves.
Damn it! Just like kicking the ground. Oh, ooh, just doing the fake anger.
Oh boy, do I hate those Disani's. We're gonna go beat them up. We are.
So the guy
Give 'em a
just looks at
whopping.
The only weakness is kissing. Swear to God, you fucking people make everything like this. So so the guy that looks in front of you, he was a farmer doing some farming, probably out there hoeing, so he drops it low and he fucking gets up and he says no. So he says, I don't know who these Dasanis are, but Vistani people are a filth.
Did you say Versace?
I did not.
Yeah, we the Versace people.
The
Versace
people.
The Vistani, they're thieves and liars. They traipse around the edge of civilization, contributing nothing, but taking. Always taking. They don't abide by our rules, they don't follow our laws. But they demand our protection.
Yeah, mate. See, what we's gonna do, we got this plan, right? We're gonna go in there, and we're gonna take back what's yours. You little Robin Hood. Know what I mean?
I do not. I am a simple farmer.
Don't worry about it. I tussle his hair. Don't worry about it, mate. We'll get you right. Just point us in the direction so we can go steal from those thieving bastards.
He kind of just like sighs to himself and he says, well, there's no one location, but if you're looking for the Sayre pool, and he kind of just takes his farming implement and just makes you a crudely drawn map on the ground in the dirt. And, you know, he points out that it's maybe like a day's walk from here. Pretty straight heading through the fucking path. But he's just like, be careful. The area is dangerous. The animals aren't the only things to worry about, Vistani or otherwise.
I look him dead in the eye and be like, we're the only dangerous ones that they should be worried about.
He laughs when you say that, but it's like the cruelest, coldest laugh you ever heard. Like, okay, really, fella? He's like, I've heard that before. Well, if you die out there, it's no skin off my bones.
Thanks for your help, mate. I asked Olive, yeah, take a picture of that map. I'm not gonna remember anything.
I was about to say too.
You got it. Take out my phone. Take a picture.
I love all of you
Flash
have
is on.
phones, but only Olive has a fucking cell phone.
Where am I gonna?
I was
put
about
it?
to say.
I'll have this monastic robe and these 2 hats and 2 pairs of shoes.
Put it in your shoe. You
That's
little
a good
bird
one.
feet. It fit.
That's true. That's true.
2 ankle monitors. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
find out where
I
it's
also
going.
have this
It's
egg.
Solid gold.
it's not super complicated, the path. It's more or less straight, and there is an actual like driven path, so you know how to get there. The important thing is to be not get turned around, like go in the wrong direction, like the man that went to Warsaw. You guys know that story?
No.
It's an old Polish folk table about this guy.
Folk table.
Folk table, yeah. I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. So yeah, this guy wanted to go to Warsaw, and he goes to take a nap, and he's just like, I'll get lost on this direct path to fucking Warsaw from where I live. So what I'll do is I'll point my boots in the direction that I was heading, so that way I know which way to go when I wake up. And then a cat is just like, I'm gonna do the funniest shit I've ever seen. He turns his boots around and then fucking makes the man walk back to his hometown. So then when he gets there, he thinks he's in fucking Warsaw. And then he's just like, oh, hell yeah, this place is so different. I've never seen anything like it. It's exactly his fucking town. And his wife and kids are there. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, man, you guys look just like my family.
Jesus fucking Christ. Is this where
Fucking-
the Polish jokes come from?
This is an actual Polish fucking like story. Like, it's so funny.
Jesus Christ.
Amazing. Yeah, no, so
Jesus fucking Christ.
it's real good. Yeah, so
Thank you
it's
for blessing us with that.
oh, it's so funny. It's one of my favorite things ever.
So
Yes.
Stupid.
I forgot how the story ends, but it's real dumb the whole way through. It's fucking
He
stupid.
starts a second family with his first family.
Right,
Unbeknownst to him, and everyone's just like, you've been married us the whole time. What you...
Fucking Christ almighty. Yeah, no, so you travel down the path. All of you give me perception checks. Because there are things out in the woods that want to tickle your butt. Not the way you're used to either. Oh.
Why did it not roll that?
Oh, you guys have to roll
That's
high.
what you think.
That might be a problem.
Jump,
Oh,
jump.
no.
They don't call him
No.
Jump Jeb for no reason.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Should have fought that farmer.
Should have fought that farmer.
So as you guys head
Beat his
deeper
ass.
and as you guys head deeper and deeper into this into the direction of the Sayre pool, you notice that the ground kind of gives way to like loamy soil, and eventually you reach the edge of a forest, and the children kind of like grip themselves tight to you, and they go, "This is the dangerous part, because there are things in the forest."
I have a question.
Yes.
With my classes, let me think what the actual name of it is.
Artificer?
The defensive field skill that I have. It talks about how it gives me temporary hit points. I can't use that on anyone else, right? It's
No, that's
personal
for
use
you.
only.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Is that something that I cast outside of combat? Like, I was trying to read the description.
You choose that whenever you're resting. So you can either make yourself a stealth version or an armored version. So whichever one you wanted
Okay.
to do, we'll say you did it while you were resting.
Okay, so I can just add it on there like that.
Mhm.
Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I see the children gripping tighter and sensing the danger. I stick out my thumb and I have like a little air thing, and I start just inflating myself to like look tougher and
Oh, no.
grant myself temporary hit points.
Oh, you just created an R34 fucking tag, and I don't like it.
But you know, it all started with the water genasi that one week, you know, and it's just done terrible things to my psyche. So
Yeah.
now, we're putting the junk in Junk Jeb.
So Junk Jeb
Damn,
inflates
he's
himself-
sick.
inflates himself into a grotesque, like greasy, bloated machine, and you're like, that's weird.
It's like hydroforming his body. Just
Yeah, it's starting to creak and groan under his strain.
The sound sounds like a leaky toilet tank.
No.
Oh no.
What's up, Eden?
I was gonna say, can I look at Olive and like, Olive, you think you could transform into like a wolf or like a cute cuddly bear so the children would be less scared?
Probably good.
Eris, this is no time for your furry fetish. We've got to focus
Listen.
on things that'll.
Listen. This is for the children, not for me.
But what if danger happens? What are we gonna cute him to death? I mean, look at me. I'm grotesque right now.
It's for them so they don't feel so scared. What do you
They're
mean?
gonna have to learn
What do
sometime.
you mean?
Time to grow up, kids. I told you I'm not a good person.
I want Olive
Jib,
to be doing like warm-up stretches.
Mhm.
To be cute takes more effort, so
Some
you gotta
jumping
warm up.
jacks.
I told Jeb and was like, mate, I think whatever's in there isn't afraid of you. I point to the forest.
Rufus, who got the
And-
highest actually? Not Rufus. That's for
Did
damn
I?
sure.
I also want to like morb out and turn into a bear.
Yeah, you morb and Bear Teams is born. So yeah, it'd be Junk Jeb, Varus, and Olive. You all look into the forest. Rufus, you are looking at the back of your skull. You're like, interesting. But you all see various pointed eyes, just kind of like glaring menacingly in the darkness of the forest. Whatever's in there, it's like, yeah, come on in, have a seat, take a load off.
I take out my jackals just in case.
The eyes kind of like look at them. You see them kind of get like wide for a second and then slowly just fade and like retreat back into the woods.
I take my load completely off and go, "Is this what you're looking for? Are you not entertained?"
You're what?
They said take a load off. Didn't you hear
Oh my
him?
god.
Where are we going to sit? So I took the second option.
All right, Jeb, do you want to have a feat or do you want to have an ability to score increase? Oh, never mind. You have the Dungeon Delver feat. I'll take care of it from here. Oh, you're level 6.
Right, but I never moved my skills up to match. So if you look at like my spells and my cantrips, I think I'm still I've got 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s.
I think we talked about it last game. I was supposed to update this and totally forgot.
Before we get sidetracked here. 5e.
Yeah, my spells are still level 1. I forgot to do that too.
Oh, cool. I don't feel bad being the only one now.
Yeah, the way that the spells work. Okay, so at level 6 you have 6 infusions, 2 cantrips, 4 level 1s, and 2 level 2s. No, your spells are right.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Maybe you added some of these at some point. I don't remember Kinetic Jaunt or Vortex Warp.
Yeah, I gave you new ones. I don't know what you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I
I'll
figured
read
you
it.
wanted to have more utility-based things. So I give you utility spells.
I'm super. Yeah, thank you. You got me. Absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry
You're
about
fine.
that.
No, you're fine. All right. Yeah. So
You're
whatever
judging.
was looking at you in the forest kind of sees your guns. Their eyes get wide as if they're like afraid, and then they kind of just like arch back down again and slowly blink backwards. You don't feel that the danger is gone, but it's definitely like it's like, oh, okay, motherfuckers are for real.
Given my massive intellect, I would like to scan to see if I could remember what those eyes belong to. Is there any way I can like figure it out?
You can try to make a nature check and see if anything comes to mind.
All right. Yeah. Cool. So I try to commune with my possibly living, still organic head clamped between my metal bear trap robot head, to try and remember what these eyes in the forest could belong to. They seem familiar to me.
Okay, so you have a list of possible things. It could be something as common as a displacer beast. It could be something like one of the various like not wolf spider, phase spider species that exist out in the forest. It could be an ettercap. It could be any number of things. None of them are good.
So what I do is I get to, since Sheems is in bear form, I kneel down to the kids and I'm like, you see how she turned into a bear? She's going to protect you and we're going to put you on her back.
Yeah,
I can't turn into a horse, can I? That was just that one time, right?
Give me an Arcana.
I'm willing to smoke crack if I need to relive those memories. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no Mr. Hands. Oh, can I re-roll?
Wait, who's doing the Arcana?
Oh, my bad.
Jeb. No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
So, Jeb, you sit there and you're like, all right, horse form activate. And you just kind of grossly squelch and contort, metal scraping against metal. And you become a crude facsimile of a horse that one of you guys can ride. It is visually disturbing.
There, Mr. Jeb.
No, I see the abomination that has happened, and I keep the kids on on
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah, no, the
Somebody
kids,
rob me, please.
the
I turn
kids
to
see it.
camera. I'd never get used to this.
Yeah, the kids see that monstrosity and they just grip bear teams even tighter. They're like,
Roofers, just like old times, buddy. Get on my back.
Mate, I have never ridden you. I never will.
That's not what you said in Cancun.
roll a history check to see what happened in Cancun.
I'd start walking toward the forest.
Yeah, I also
One eye down. It's preferable.
I also
I
walk
point one
towards
of my
the
jackals
forest.
at him, and I'm just like, bro, just turn back. Just turn back.
You're scaring the hoes. You're scaring the kids.
All right, so everybody in the forest, give me a survival check. The kids
Oh, boy.
more or less know the way, but they are very scared. But they thankfully, Team Bear is there.
What do you mean I can't survive as a massively mutated horse robot meat creature?
Junk Jeb, your ungainly horse form is climping and clomping, making loud noises. It sounds like a Model T Ford about to fall apart. You bump into trees. You send birds flying.
Doesn't sound like that.
All of you notice the sheer amount of birds. There's only one type of bird species that you see in this area, and it's either crows or ravens. That's it. There's no variation. No cheeky swallows. No like little sparrows.
What?
Nothing.
No wood thrushes, no rose-breasted grosbeaks, no cedar
Nothing.
waxwings, no indigo buntings.
Every variation of corvid there is.
I'll take umbrage with that.
Yeah, you're probably the only non-crow species in this whole area.
I would like to find a piece of metal or something shiny that and present it to the birds.
That's just
Any-
you, dog.
Well, he is not shiny. Slick with grease,
Or
maybe.
maybe I like found something like some scrap.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I don't
there's definitely
Just
like
get a buffing pad.
Can I?
Covered in grease.
I found this in the junkyard. Let me give you my nut.
well, they're not
It's like a
magpies.
giant shiny
they're not
nut.
attracted to shiny things, but
Yeah.
a bunch of crows land on a branch, more or less above you, and they look at you. And something I forgot to mention earlier: the kids themselves and the people that you encounter are all again gaunt, pale ghouls. It's almost like as if they're monochrome. However, when the
Gaunt
kids
with the wind.
hug Bear Team, their color starts to like form again, and they physically get warmer. So the crows land and they form a circle around you, and they just go warm, warmth, warm, warm.
What is this? Finding Nemo?
Hmm.
They are staring down at you menacingly, and it's almost like they're announcing it to each other. Warm, and then one more warm, 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 warm.
Better lean in and say, "This ain't good." Crows are scavengers. There must be some carrying around.
Can
They-
I was gonna say, can I give the kids, or can I use a spell on the kids of disguise self?
You can. Do you have that spell?
See.
You can disguise one of them.
Okay. So what are the kids, male or female?
There's one
both?
boy, one girl.
Or one boy, one girl. Okay.
Just
So
two?
There's two.
Okay.
okay.
What do you have? Like 40
So-
kids on Bear Team, like a school bus?
No, I was
Good
just
idea.
wondering.
Yeah.
So, question again.
Hmm.
For prestidigitation, when it talks about like it's a trick that you use for practice, and it's like, okay, instantaneous harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks. Like when I envision that, it's like like a fire source. So like, is that something that can be used for things that are sensitive to like light or flame to distract, or
Prestige is basically like parlor trick magic, but it also has things like you can turn campfires on and off with it, open doors and windows that aren't locked and stuff like that. So yeah, you can't light things on fire with Prestige, but you can definitely make like a light show for sure.
and that would. So like, okay, I see the corvids, looming over us, going warm, and I look up and go, oh, looking for some heat, eh? Let me show you a trick I learned in college, and I do the Squidward dance at the Krusty Krab show, and create a shower of sparks off in the distance, just a little bit to distract them from looking at us.
So you create your prestige effect, and the crows do not budge an inch. As a matter of fact, they more or less lean forward on the branches, angled towards the children, going warm. It becomes more and more menacing as it goes on. It's more like an accusation than a statement. Just warm.
I get angry and I break the fourth wall. What the fuck? Why did I pick this skill? What do you mean it doesn't work? Sorry.
I take off one of my hats and one of my pairs of shoes and my glasses, and I put them on one of the children. I want to roll a D2 to figure out which one.
Okay. Also a coin.
Diablo 2 whole
I said roll.
playthrough.
Or a D4 and evens and odds it.
Roll a flat disc.
Don't make fun of me. Where do I find a D2?
Ah.
Mighty Ducks.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Wow. Scrum, we're not being these
that's why I thought
accusations.
3, huh? Even the game knows we are the same person.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you get one of the kids stripped out, and nothing really changes about the situation. Warm with drip. No, but they're sitting there.
All I see is flames.
You got that shit on though.
Put on my Guy Fieri flame T-shirt.
The crows now begin to like flap their wings, and it's creating quite a bit of wind. Surprisingly, despite how many small birds there are just flapping, because crows are actually quite large. Or is it ravens are large?
Both.
Yeah, they're
Ravens
both
are
quite
larger
big.
than crows.
Yeah, ravens then. They're goddamn enormous. So they're sitting there just flapping, and their wings are beating, and it's creating kind of like a small tornado. And, I mean, what are you guys doing?
Come on, buddy.
Come on, get up.
Come on. I need you to
Really?
move, buddy.
Let's see. What am I doing? I'm gonna
Can I go up
make the situation worse.
Hmm.
Oh wait.
Ask my dog to move. What just happened?
The crows that are surrounding you on the tree branches are now beginning to beat their wings, and the sheer amount of them in unison flapping their wings is creating a small, like, dust devil tornado situation around you guys.
Oh, okay. That's super easy. Guys, I have a plan. If you're open to it.
My plan was
What about a little grease? Dust, grease, some birds. I think they'd have a hard time flying if they were coated in grease. A hard time doing anything, really.
Got a point.
I mean, go for it.
And I also have grease.
That is true.
So as the cyclone starts to whip up, I open up my hinges and my compartments, and I just start like sweating grease profusely while vibrating like a half broken PS2 controller during Tekken Tag Tournament. And I would like to spray the birds with the grease, or at least try to affect them somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you are surrounded, so any amount of them that you hit, there will still be some that aren't hit. But if we're making a hostile action, everyone roll initiative.
3 again.
All
Oh, hi there, James.
right, guys, it's gonna take me a minute to warm up, so I'm gonna just raise my hands up, and everybody lend me your strength while you're busy doing things.
Violet, I don't have the bear sheet.
Oh, very good to your achievements again.
There's a bear sheet in the woods.
Damn right it does.
I love
Oh,
you.
yeah.
All parts of that joke work here.
I love you. Fucking A. Oh man.
I didn't know that.
What's up?
I didn't know the bear has advantage on wisdom, perception.
Oh,
Bears are wise. They notice things.
You would know, Violet.
It's true.
what did your barren eyes see?
The ravens don't have an item or an icon, so they're just S for swarm.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. That's just how this is written. So, make it more realistic. I'll put you guys in the middle of it.
I wonder, are ravens a murder too?
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think so.
I love
I
that meme
wanna
where it's
think-
like an attempted murder and it's just like 2 or 3 crows hanging out.
Old Edgar Allan Poe.
Quote the raven. Nah.
No. Oh, it's called an unkindness of ravens.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Nice.
That's right. Yeah, I did know that. Okay. So
They can
the
be nice.
judging.
Fighting
Right.
fucking. What's his face?
Didn't even try to be their friend.
Oh, okay.
Just
Odin.
give them
So
peanuts.
this one
Fighting.
has a token for some reason.
We're fighting Odin over here and shit.
That's the crow.
Yeah,
His fucking
exactly.
birds.
Fighting
so-
Odin.
So the birds begin to beat their wings in unison. Some of them slathered in grease. I'll say this one closest to Jeb. They just get squelched, and that makes the crows incensed. They're gonna roll their initiative. Top of the order is Varys.
Okay. So what I do. All right. So I throw
Just-
one of my Mariposa knives
Mhm.
at Raven 7.
Okay, number 7. Yeah, that'll do it.
23. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, so you just create a painful hail of fucking razor sharp butterflies, and the few birds that are in there just get cut down. They're not having a good time. Warm 1. It's just like warm, but now it's like warm, motherfucker.
Oh no.
They're gonna come down and swoop at you, Rufus.
Warm. What is it good for?
Bacon,
Miss.
lots of muffins. Muffins.
I love you, Scrum. Thank you. You understand me.
Yes, and
Olive, they dive bomb you. Oh, that
Damn.
hits.
ah.
Pained bear noise.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. We're attacking Olive, not the bear.
Oh man, there's a chance.
Oh yeah, no, you're much stronger when you're a bear. Everyone keep that in mind.
Gotcha. If I want to be stronger, turn into a bear.
It's, you know what? Never a bad time to turn into a bear.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the expert.
I don't just play one on
I
TV.
show
Shit, I
up to,
forgot I'm
the
still a
open-
weird
the
horse
fuck up.
hybrid.
Show up to the open bear hunting season. Just like remember what
That's a
Violet
shut
said.
the fuck
Shit.
up.
It's true. Verity Juke and Jive. And then attack and junk jab. Yes. So the remaining crows begin to squawk and crow around, and from the air itself, I think I can make one. Oh, delightful. Yes. Yes. Oh man, that's a lot of hit points. Enjoy. So from the ground and from the air around you, a giant swirling malicious cloud of angry air emerges.
Oh, I had that one time.
Oh yeah, no. After Chipotle, you know what I mean?
I had that in the bathroom earlier. What do you mean?
Violent wind.
Team Despair.
That's me. I want to. Is it bite and 2 claws?
Mhm.
Okay. Violet, I lost the bear sheet.
That's fine. I'll go with you.
Oh no.
I yell at the kids, just close your eyes, kids.
It's about to get grisly.
Oh hell yeah.
Wow. That hits. Yep.
It's
Oh,
about
there
to
we
get
go.
bears.
That hits.
Oh,
Grill
hell yeah.
bears. Bear grills.
Krill bears.
Mm.
Violet at a barbecue.
Hell yeah. Have you hit all 3 times, James?
Hell
Fun.
yeah.
Fuck your shit, player. Yeah, what do these guys have damage resistance? Oh, that's just something they have. Oh, because there's so many of them. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just the sky is blackety black with the beating wings of crows and ravens. And they're squawking warm, and then a vicious breeze rolls in. It's the air elemental's turn, and it looks at you, Chimgus, with the children, and it says warm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Everybody needs to make a delightful strength save. I'll do that for you.
Oh no. Oh, I didn't even get to click it.
Fine, I'll let everyone make the strength save then.
Nah, that's fine. I would have
Okay.
rolled low anyways. Also, I'm small and have hollow bones, so it checks out.
I want to use my once daily.
That's fine. Don't worry. So this actually works out in your favor because as the air elemental comes barreling towards you, Chimgus, the sheer force of its spinning cyclone action sends you all the way.
Oh no, the map! The map! It disappeared.
Oh,
You
I did that.
you get blown into the air, and Rufus, you're fine. You can fly. This is nothing new to you. However, everybody else who's not Rufus is plummeting towards the ground very quickly.
I hold up a sign that says, "Oh no."
Right. Olive does not
Her
fall
body
until
falls,
she
then her
looks
head
down.
falls. So she looks down. Says, "Yipes."
Olive is a cartoon character, and cartoon rules apply to Olive all the time.
Violet, can I wild shape and not be a bear for this moment?
Yes.
Can I turn into an owl?
Wow. Or dating Rufus or something.
We got the kids to say, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's true. The kids are dependent on you. I'm sure
Alright,
she'll figure it out.
To a big bird.
Hell yeah.
Big bird. It's a bright
Anything with wings. Yeah.
I'm having a stroke over here. I'm trying to. I had the map up earlier, and I was just like, "How do I D&D?" All right.
It's gonna be a hard fall. I'll go splat. Like goop.
Goop. So you all crest like the fog a little bit, not enough to like break through it, but you can definitely tell there's something above this fog. It feels kind of warm, and you're like, "Hey, that's pretty good." But then eventually it's ripped away from you as you begin plummeting down. You're all just kind of like, "Where we dropping, boys?" Fucking JPEG. And as you see the ground, the kids point and scream, "There, there!" And you can see that there is a little Vistani camp with horse-drawn carriages and a little fire. So they're just telling you, "Aim for the bushes."
I grab both of the kids, and I just use myself as a cushion for them.
Despite the fact that I can fly, I am dive bombing into the river.
All right, so I need everyone to make a
I'm also going near the
Constitution
water.
saving throw.
Oh boy.
Wait, what kind of saving throw? Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
On.
Except for Rufus. Rufus, you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna roll anyways, just for fun.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a strength save to save the children. Don't fuck this up, Rufus. Good, you didn't fuck this up this time.
I want to re-roll.
I
Fuck them kids.
Oh no.
So-
Anyways.
Olive wild shapes back into Olive, and then the kids are just like looking at each other, suspended in the air, hold on to each other, and then just yow as they fall. Rufus, you swoop down, grab one in each of your little owl talons, and just kind of do the bird spiral, landing gently in the middle of this thing. Varys, you kind of just spread yourself out, try to lower the drag as much as you, or increase the drag as much as you can, and just kind of bounce off a fucking off a cart, like ow, you just land on your side, like junk jab. You impact the ground and just explode into a million pieces. Just boom, arms and legs.
Imagine
crash
it,
on
like
you.
it's like in Looney Tunes when you fall and there's like a people-shaped hole, like all the way deep in the ground. I'm just like a cutout of that.
Except
No,
a gross mechanical horse shape.
When you land, it's like when someone throws like a
Horse.
vase on the ground, you just shatter into pieces, just all over the fucking place.
But what about my meat? Tell me my meat is safe.
Yeah, your meat's fine.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
whatever encases the meat is not ruptured. This is all your joints pop off, your arms, your legs. So
I'm like
you're just the
it's like
torso
throwing a
in one
Mr.
area.
Potato head off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a crash dummy. Like your head and your torso separate from each other, but the contained meat does not leak out.
The meat is.
Yeah, all of you crashed through somebody's tent.
Oh no.
So they're screaming and just, "Who are you? What's happening? Help! We're under attack!"
And I'm just like, wait.
I land out of breath, and y'all you hear is like, oh.
I gently place the children down by the fire.
Yeah, Varys, you eat shit hard as hell off the top of a fucking caravan. You're just like, oh! You're pretty sure like ribs are broken. You look over at Olive, just like a meteorite crashing through a tent. People are screaming, Jeb's in pieces, and the roof is like, oh, what's all this then? And just gently spirals down to the ground.
We put the children by the fire. Oh, there you go, little ones. You're safe now. It's where you live, huh?
Yeah, I tell the people that I frightened. Wait. We found kids that belong here. Are they from here?
So the kids start to like scream and like run to the tent, and they're just like, "Oh my god!" So they help you get out of the net. Hang on, let me scooch up real quick. Oh.
Nice.
I had to audibly change my posture. So an old woman emerges from the tent, and she says, "Oh, what's all of the excitement?"
I'm still on the ground, just.
Go help out Varys.
I'm just rattling on the ground. My head's rolling like. Vroom, vroom.
Go pick up Varys, help him up. Go grab Junk Jeb's noggin. Say,
All right.
Hattie, ma'am.
Yeah, if I'm in pieces, am I just like a noggin now for this game?
I mean, your
Gotta
pieces
get them
are
back together later.
in the area. Yeah, you're not dead. You're just shattered right
Not
now.
local pieces in your area.
100%.
No, no.
Wanting to be reconnected. So let's see, what's her name? So, as you're walking around, whoever is not dead, to pick up Jeb's pieces, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Had you not been blown away by the elemental, so you see deep ruts in the earth are the evidence of comings and goings of wagons. And they're the ones that you see here, those little caravans. This canopy of mist and branches gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There's a clearing here, that's where you are, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. There are 5 colorful tents, each 10 feet in diameter, pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. Much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around the bonfire. Or had they if you had not come crashing to the ground. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. So yeah, there's a large group of people here that you've kind of just impacted literally and figuratively in their lives, and they're just kind of looking around now. There are 12 of them in all, and they have weapons drawn, and they go, "Who are you? What have you done? Why do you have our children?"
I say, I sorry for dropping in on such short notice. Hey. But we just mucking about in the fog. We are lost, and we came across this old deserted windmill. We think we found your children here, or someone here's children. They told us this is where they're from, at least.
So
And,
they look at
they
each
look
other
good.
when you mention the windmill, and they go, "The old bone grinder."
Yeah, if you're making bone meal or something, I don't know what you do there. But
So the kids explain, no, that the bone grinder, that's where we were. And the reason that it was called the old bone grinder is because the witches that owned that, or that took that place over, it used to be a flour mill for the town nearby, a different town. However, the witches took it over and would capture children and then literally grind their bones into the meal for their pastries that they sell.
oh, Jesus Christ, that's horrible!
Like, yes, we know it's not great.
Turn to the kids like, really glad we got you out of there when we did. If those witches came back, you'd be someone's dinner.
They're looking at you, Rufus, with just like a no shit.
It could have been bad. Like,
Somebody
that
could
would
have
have
got
hit.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I lean in. So who is the? Can I make out who's the leader? Who's the head hancho?
Yeah, it's an old woman. Let me see what her name is. It's an old crone lady. She's got a million rings on her fingers, a shawl over her head, and she introduces herself as Madam Eva.
I see this old lady. I see all the rings. I say, "Holy, she got the go. She must be the queen of these people." So I lean in and say, "Do you know about the Jobadan?"
Her face kind of like turns to a tight grimace, and she says, "Yes, I know about the Jobadan. I take it you are familiar with their particular area of trade."
Yes, where I am. I've known about them for quite some time. However, I didn't know they worked in child trafficking. We found your kids here up in that bone grinder place. Cages made by Joe Badan.
She hangs her head, and she's like, "Of course, very few people know about the Jobadan and their love of the children. They say they sniff them before they eat them. Terrible."
Oh no.
So she reaches down and she rustles the kid's hair, and she says, "Huh, you have done well to bring these little ones back to us. We did not even know where they could have gone. This place, as you know, is very dangerous."
I hold my
Yeah, I'm
ribs and I'm
embarrassed,
just
too.
like, as I hold my ribs, trying to catch my air, I tell her, "Kid, can these kids get medical attention, please?"
He says, "Of course, and you as well. You seem to be injured. What about your friend, Olive? What have you done inside the tent?"
Right now, I'm just kind of there standing, like
Ask the
dusting
bear.
myself. Yeah. I'm doing the thing that dogs do, like just like shaking, getting all like the debris off them.
Yeah, so tent scraps and
Love it.
debris kind of just fling around on people, and they're like, "Ah, the fuck."
I'm sorry.
But Olive and Varys, you're not severely injured. She says, "No, all you need is rest. You shall be fine." So she takes you over to her tent, and I think her tent's over here. Yeah, Badabea's tent. It's labeled. I could read, y'all.
Hell yeah.
So you're sitting there, and she brings you inside the tent. For the first time since you've entered this land, you actually feel genuinely warm, and it strikes you as strange because you didn't realize how cold you were until you're out of that cold. And she says, "Please, please, make yourselves at home. Rest your bones. I'm sure the cold has dug itself deep into you."
Yeah, about that. I've never experienced any fog quite so cold. Like, no matter how high I fly, it never felt like that. It was like my soul was cold.
He says, "I'm glad you said that. Give yourself inspiration. This
What
fog,
the hell
as
you
you
talking
can..."
about?
He turns to the camera and says, "Huh? No, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
It's meteorological too.
So yeah, no, she said, as you very clearly know now, the fog is not natural. It is not from here. It is a byproduct of the depression of our Lord, or the Lord of this land, not our Lord." Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen.
What?
Yeah, our Lord Lightning McQueen. But she
Wait, hold on. I would like to make my shelter of the faithful Lightning McQueen.
okay, absolutely. Oh, chow.
You just shoot cars from the sky.
You're just like inside like a holographic Lightning McQueen. But yeah, so she hands you all some sort of soup, and she says, "Please eat or drink. I know you can do both with soup. However you want to consume it."
I don't
start
have
drinking
lips, so I just
soup.
put my bird beak in it and lick at it. Go. Tilt my head up and like drinking like a duck.
Absolutely.
I start drinking the soup and I'm like, yes.
The
McQueen soup.
The soup is pretty baller. You're impressed with how good this fucking soup is. And she says, "Yes, I will now tell you the tale of this land, or more or less our Vistani telling of it."
Since I'm an acolyte, do I know the story she's about to tell?
You can roll a religion and see if you know.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you got cucked.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's horseshit. You can re-roll it. You do have one for re-roll.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do
Here
that.
comes the re-roll.
What is religion? Okay.
Wow,
That's even more horseshit.
that's garbage. You're like you had it on the tip of your tongue. And you're like, "No, hang on, let me try again." And you're like, "You guys worship a croc," and they're like, "All right, I see the fall has done more damage to your brain than your body."
That's even more bullshit, bro.
So she says, "No,
God
I will elucidate you on the customs or the very the tale of how this folk came to be from the Vistani perspective. We know this land to be the land between. We are not from here, as you can see, and we have no such desire to stay. However, we cannot leave. About 1,000 years ago. Yes, 1,000 years. A powerful wizard came to this land. He fought with the lord of this land and defeated him in a duel. The lord defeated had his lands taken and his lady wife stolen in the process. Since then, his inner fire has completely vanished. The lands afterward took on his cold heart. And now it is a sin. Did you mention the birds at all?
I haven't mentioned the birds, but I'll Rufus, upon hearing this, relays the farmers and the, I guess, vassals.
Mm-hmm. She says, yes.
It explains the people here.
Yes, they are broken, weak. The people of the lands between do not have the strength to resist. They are not like us Vistani. It is a sin for the people to express any kind of sympathy, kindness, love, appreciation, anything that would kindle the fire within. It is why our children are bright, or they are gray.
No disrespect there, Madam Eva, but what makes the Vistani so special? How come this doesn't affect you? Or us, for that matter?
The dimming of the fire is a personal choice. We do not believe it. We are not from here.
It makes sense.
That is why they have to hide themselves and cope. They have to pretend they are sad when they are not. They have to cope and mold and seethe and shit and piss and fart.
Yes, I know of what you speak, my head. You're driving and crying and coming and shitting and farting. Yes.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
true.
there's children around.
They repeat, shitting and farting.
Shitting and farting.
Oh,
shitting
thanks,
and
see what
farting.
you did?
Yeah, Madame Eva kind of laughs a little bit and she says, it is all right. They know the cruelty of this world. A little shit and a little fart never hurt anyone. Who here has not shitted nor farted at least once?
I once heard a tale. A wise woman once told me, you can have a little shit as a treat. Was that you, wise woman?
So I do not indulge, however, I cannot. Oh no!
Some bear the curse of being re-farted,
Oh,
but not us.
Ray farted beans. So she.
I, I, I look at Rufus and I'm just laughing my fucking ass off.
Rufus is just head in hands.
It's that meme that I posted about fucking Bella. It's like, you're my little spider monkey. And it's just those two fucking laughing. That's me and Rufus.
So Madame Eva is kind of like doubled over, holding her stomach, laughing, and she says, "You see, Birdman, this is why we are different. All of the people from this land would simply lay down and die like dogs. No, we will piss and fart and shit against the darkness."
Do not fart gently into that.
We will neither go silently nor unscented into that good night.
We won't be deadly.
Into that good shite.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right. Moving on.
Well, moving on. So she says to you, please make use of the
This is
camp.
mean scrum.
Oh no. Yeah, so she says, please make use of the camp while you're here. Anything that we have is yours. We'd ask that you go further north. There is a village that could use your assistance if what you're saying is true, that you defeated the witches.
Are you telling us that another settlement needs our help?
I mean, Madam Eva, with all due respect, thank you for the praise, and we did bring your children back, granted, but we didn't see any witches. When we got there, the place was all burnt up, ransacked, looted, and they left the children behind.
So Madam Eva says, I see, I was mistaken. However, indulge me. So she reaches into her bag and she says, I wish I had my gold leaf playing cards left in a witch's house.
Boy, yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Boy, huh? Where do you even find something like that?
I get a remembrance of like, and I pull out the cards
Mhm.
that I
So
have
she
in
looks
my
at you and she
bag.
says, "Oh, delightful! I will make this extra spicy." So she takes the cards from you, and without touching them, she has the deck in her hands, begins speaking in a Vistani dialect that you don't understand. The cards begin to float and fly above each and every one of you,
Ooh.
and she says, "I will now tell your fortune. However, if it is a misfortune, do not blame me." Doing from the other side. She says, for you, Owl Man, I see many diamonds. 6 of them, perhaps. No more, no less. For you, Goat, I see plentiful hearts. For you, Elf, I see, how do you say, pointed darkness. And as for you, Bucket of Boltsman, so she lingers on Junk Jeb for a long time, and she says, "You are not alive, are you?"
Well, of course I am. Here, look, and
You're not alive, mate.
try to open up my head compartment, but I'm still detached, so it's just like you just hear squelching. I'm certainly alive. I'm very alive.
So while this conversation is being had, you're being put together by everybody. They assemble you wrong a couple of times, like arms where legs should be, head where your butt is. Like how do you fuck this up this badly? But eventually you get the
Put my
proper
left hand where my right hand should go. Now it's going to be the stranger.
100%. Yeah, so they
It's
eventually
like that
get it right. And when you open your head case, she lets out a baleful scream, and she says, "You are cursed."
Cursed? I mean, cursed with this good looks, I guess, right?
I mean, I know it smells bad, but I don't want to say he's cursed.
Have any of you
Right.
seen Junk Jeb's actual rotting skull head?
No.
I think
you
so. I
do?
think he's opening it up.
I'd like to think that when I reveal it, it's like the Pulp Fiction like trunk thing where it just sees like they see it, but you don't see it.
Yeah, no.
You open it up and it's just like a green like funk comes out of it. Everyone starts puking and retching.
Everybody needs to roll a Constitution saving throw right now.
Oh no.
A Constitution saving throw and a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
no.
Hold on. Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
And what was the other one?
Wow. Con and a Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you, Jeb. It's you. You're immune to yourself. So,
Well, yeah, I mean,
I got
I don't know that.
numbers.
Maybe I'm having like a crisis. That's why I rolled so good.
okay. So
I passed the
Rufus,
con, failed the wisdom.
you look at it, right? And you're like, that's really gross. You don't feel the urge to vomit, but staring at it for too long absolutely makes you feel like you're going insane. So you look away, you're like, not liking it. All of you're like, that's weird.
If any of you guys saw the underground vaults at Disney and you saw what they did to Disney, you wouldn't even be that worried, okay? This is very normal. I'm very much alive, okay?
Varys, it might be the concussion talking, it might be the horrific sight in front of you. You immediately start to fucking projectile vomit outside the tent. However, you keep your mental faculties in check. So she says, how long have you been
Sounds about
traveling
right.
with this thing? With this abomination?
We've been
Lady,
traveling with
listen,
him for.
No.
I chime in.
Oh,
We've
it's
been
just a
traveling
rumor.
with him for years now. Like,
And you've
I
never
don't see it.
noticed what's underneath his helmet? I've become Shrek.
we've never actually seen under his helmet.
I'm
I
freaking
mean-
the fuck out. I'm asking, Varys, Olive, you knew about this?
I mean, I have the cool guy shades, so yeah, I've
You
seen what
guys
was
never
under, but
really,
it didn't
like-
bother me.
That is a very Varys thing to do. He knows that they're companions in undead monstrosity. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure they know about it. I'm not gonna tell
I'm not
anybody.
undead. I'm very much
thought you just
alive.
had
I'm
grease.
telling you. If it worked for Disney, it'll work for me. And you guys never asked, you know, all those nights around the campfire, it was like, hey, Junk Jeb, show me your grease. Hey, Junk Jeb, what can you do with your grease? Hey, Junk Jeb, make me some French press with your grease. You know, you never once asked, okay?
I just kind of figured you were like a coffee machine.
I mean,
I never
every-
bothered to ask, to be honest.
I didn't either.
that's because the cowboy coffee was that good. I understand, but I'm very much alive.
Listen, I've been on crack this whole time. I don't want to hear it.
Well, bro, we tripped together. I
He's
mean,
been
we're
on crack.
linked by the same
That is
chain, brother.
true. We had an
I'm-
intervention, but he ran away.
We had Dr. Drew there and everything. Dr. Phil, Dr. Proctor.
Dr. House.
Man
What's
Owl
that
was
guy's name for
there.
intervention?
Dr. Oz.
The president, the vice president, all of Congress.
The
Steve
squirrel.
Wilco.
Listen,
chipmunk,
Joe
The deer.
Biden didn't give a shit. He was just more curious about the children.
Let's say so. Each
So-
got the 6 tentacles. Okay. So, Varys, you have a. Oh, no, not Varys. It was Rufus first, right? Was the Owl Man?
Yeah, I passed
Yeah.
con Philwism.
Owl,
lose my
Goat,
shit.
Varys. Okay. So, Owl Man, she says, well, I will ignore this for a second to finish your reading, but. Oy. We will have to have a conversation about that. So she looks to you and she says, you, Owl Man, you are gifted with a pursuit of money, and you will receive quite a handsome reward.
Oh,
You also have a
Oh, great.
penchant for problem solving. That might be useful in the future.
thank you. And I think you look very trim in that dress.
So Olive, she looks at you and she says, go to woman.
That's me.
So she says, you have a connection to water. Is that correct?
I do like swimming.
She also came here through a magic portal looking at a lake.
Yeah,
That is true too.
So
it was
she
Mountain
said,
Dew.
it's true. So she says, yes, Nato, it is all coming together. You represent movement, change, never the same thing twice. Is that right?
Absolutely.
She was a bear.
Are you psychic? Can you read my palm?
Do you give her your palm?
Absolutely.
Give her a hoof.
So
Yeah.
you hand your palm to her, and she reads the lines in it, and she says, do you know that she is in great danger?
Uh-oh.
I look at Madam. He was like, danger, 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 danger.
Yes, there is another soul tied to you, and every day she lives in tracing, in abject terror. You can trace her screams. And she kind of just
I
stares
kinda
at you, and she's just like, "What have you done?"
lean into Olive like, yeah, we kind of forgot about it, didn't we? He dropped her so fucking fast. Like, oh, I guess she's fucked.
The last thing that woman saw was you writing a note to her, being like, "Are you good or nah?"
She had pixies all in her hair and shit, lost in like the fucking lollipop force or some shit.
Yeah, she's running for her life every day because of these fucking fey creatures. She's disheveled, miserable. She's not having a straight up not having a good time. Not in the intro.
Damn. I always knew.
The spades are swords.
Not in Rush Hour 3.
Mm.
Man, this reading that I gave you is straight up on the fucking nose for your characters. Yep. Oh my god. So, I don't know if you guys can see. My camera's not on, but I'm literally using a deck of cards, and I'm giving you guys a reading based on this shit. It is 100% what your characters actually do, which is kind of fucking
Hell yeah.
crazy. So
Ooh, spooky.
yeah, right. That's the real spoops. Yeah. So Eden, she turns to you and she says, "Elfman, your life is a life of combat, yes."
Yes.
And she says, "Ah, yes. It is all becoming clear. You thrive on assessment, evaluation, right? Analysis. Is this correct?"
Yeah.
Ye.
I had to think about it. But yeah.
And she says, "Yes. I see it.
And crack.
You will be of great importance moving forward. Never lose your sight." I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you to pay attention.
I put on my cool shade glasses. Like, all right.
She says, "Fear me."
Shut the fuck up.
Chola.
She has a button up. The top button's just buttoned up.
Lip liner with no lipstick.
Fucking Cortez is on.
Yeah. So she turns to you, Junk Jeb, and she says, "And finally, the abomination. Despite your hideous countenance, your life is also a life of combat. However, it is combat through creativity, birth, and growth. Very strange."
He
Would
is
you
pretty growth.
I'd like to think of myself as alternatively helpful.
And she says, "Yes, that alternative type of help, I presume, is what you mean by creativity. You give
Sometimes
birth
you need
to
to grease a
problems
few
and birth to solutions for said problems."
Well, sure. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Dry palm, you got to grease a few palms to get things done. I'm your guy. I'm your horse.
So it would seem. So she hands you all a singular note, and it is for a town. Let's see if I need anything else from here. So she hands you a note and says, "There is a town to the north from here. Instructions on how to get there will be written down. Thank you for saving our children. We will always be in your debt as recompense for your struggles. I would ask that you reach inside this," and with a wave of her hand, a chest that was absolutely not in the room before appears in front of you. And she says, "It is nothing but a simple parlor trick. Please, one at a time, reach inside and reveal your heart's true desire."
I reach in.
You pull out a single taquito.
A what?
a taquito. Give me a d20 roll. Just raw d20. Okay.
19.
Wow. So you reach inside and you pull out a large burlap sack. It contains 10 pieces of average jewelry and wow, 6 pieces of very nice jewelry. Each individual piece of nice jewelry is 250 gold. We've got over 1,000 gold in one thing, and then each mid piece of jewelry is about 25.
I'm rich.
Yeah, no, you've got quite a lot of money. Fancy glasses and guns don't come cheap. Who is next, please?
As soon as I say I'm rich, I just start walking off. See you later, suckers.
I'm rich, bitch.
Fuck your couch.
Olive
I'm
is
rich,
next.
bitch. Roll
She
d20.
like puts her. Yeah. I was gonna be more dramatic.
Okay.
Okay.
But describe it as you do it.
Okay, so what I was gonna do was like push like Rufus and like Junk Jeb, but Rufus is very small, so I just kind of follow. So I imagine it.
So as you go and you push them over, you kind of like graze
Make the Yoda sound.
you kind of graze the case, and she's like, "Please, no, do not be shy. Do not be humble. Reach inside. Roll again." You rolled 1 through 10. There's nothing in there, so I want to give you something.
Yay.
Oh. Okay. Do you guys remember my rule about Electrum?
Yes.
So,
No.
Yeah, it buys magic shit, right?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
So, Team Gifts, you reach inside there and you pull out a fat sack of Electrum. There
Oh
is
hell yeah! Oh fuck.
Jesus Christ.
almost 1,000 pieces of Electrum.
Wow.
So she looks at you and she says, "You have a neck for the arcane, huh?
See.
Interesting. Owlman, you go."
I make a little bit of money.
Rub my
Paying my
hands together,
bills.
my little feathery fingers together. Like, "Ooh, I gotta warm up the old meats here. Spit in them.
So you just spend all this time caressing the case, and she's like, "No, put your hand inside of it and grab something."
Oh, right. Here. Maybe my speed isn't magical. Olive, give me some.
Oh no,
Give me some of your luck. I hold out my hands to be spat in.
gross.
No.
Um.
Haktor.
Absolutely not. No, I will not do that. Can I like hold his non-spit covered foot?
His
Or
foot.
leg.
All right.
Foot?
His
Why you
foot.
grab my foot?
Because I want to.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Grab my gross little owl talons, hold me
Yeah.
upside down over the chest so I can grab into it.
Yeah. Like a crane game, lowering him in there.
Yeah, with your beak, get a firm grip.
Oh
Nice.
my god. Okay. So Varys, you pull out much the same. You have a bunch of
Rufus.
jewelry.
Yeah, same guy.
And then what did I say? I said Varys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got the
'cause-
same
Rufus.
roll too.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm like, did Varys also get the exact same number? All right.
Groundhog Day rolls.
More
Jesus.
money.
Yeah, so you've got a bunch of fancy jewelry and some like cheap jewelry. Junkimus
Nice.
Jebinus. Roll a d20.
Alrighty.
Junkford
Oh
and
fuck.
Sons. Roll roll again, my greasy friend. Okay. Wow.
Jesus.
And she says, huh, I see a creature kept alive, or what counts as alive by magic, would draw such a result.
What did I win there, milady?
You got 920 pieces of electrum.
Oh man, I feel my magical juices flowing. That might just be excess grease, though. Did anyone empty my grease trap when they put me back together?
You a grease trip?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did.
Where else is it gonna go? The trap house?
I
Hate
digged
it
a
here.
hole in and I emptied it into that hole and just covered it up.
Nice. Eco
Granted, it was a pretty
yeah.
deep hole.
friendly.
The
Yeah.
old shallow grave
Scar,
technique.
do we
Great,
both
but
just say
deviated.
eco-friendly?
Yeah. Violet, these allegations, they stand firm. Fear may,
Never.
some may seem.
So the woman says the village's name is Kresik. It is at least a day or so walk from here. Nothing in this land is very far apart, however, it's very dangerous. She says, go now with the blessings of my people. Unless you wish to stay, I can't force you to leave.
Can we, stay for the night, rest up,
Of course, you can leave
spend
at
the
your
night
earliest
partying
convenience.
with the Dasanis?
You ever get lonely?
So, I guess night falls,
Mhm.
or is it already nighttime?
I cuddle up to her.
It is-
Do you need a nice cold rusty piece of machinery next to you?
She says, I would like you for you to leave my tent. Never come back and darken my doorway ever again.
He's never known the touch of a woman,
And he will not know mine either. Leave.
Come on, it's just like sleeping next to an unplugged refrigerator.
You will be
With-
sleeping at the bottom of the river if you continue this line of questioning.
I asked Madam Eva if I can use her little shrine to praise upon McQueen.
And she says, oh, yes, you're a believer of McQueen.
Yes.
And she says, of course, I will lead you in ablutions. Come with me.
A follower.
So she leads you into the river. You're about like maybe knee or so deep, and she begins chanting in Old Vistani, and she asks you to repeat certain phrases as she does so. It's mostly just ka-chow and things like that. And when you're done, Varys, you are completely slathered in water. And she, with one final ka-chow, sends you back.
Yeah.
Give yourself, whenever you roll a religion check, as a devotee of Lightning McQueen, give yourself advantage on religion checks.
All right.
It doesn't hurt that you also have a car,
Self-defense.
and that's gonna be a fucking that's gonna be something different.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Yeah, the night passes uneventfully. You drink and make merry. Despite the fact that they're more fun than regular people, they are still kind of dour. They are, kind of serious because they live in a dangerous world that hates them. But they make the most amount of fun that they can. And early in the morning, you are set off towards adventure. We're gonna clear this map.
Before we leave, though,
Mhm.
I want to find the two kids that we saved and say, "Here you go, little ones," and I hand them each one piece of my OK jewelry.
And they go, "Thank
and
you.
I was like, "Something to remember me."
We will never forget you,
I-
Owl Man."
I want
I
to make
give 'em
Pokemon
a-
animals.
I give him a keychain of McQueen.
So
Keep those
as
on stock.
absolutely. So
Remember,
as
kids.
you
Ka-chow.
ka-chow. No, they both hold up their McQueens and just ka-chow as you walk away. Run, classic. Delightful. So you traipse through the woods and over hill and dale, hither and yon, to and fro. Eventually, you crest a final hill overlooking a small little abbey town. So there's Duncamus Gebinus, Olive, Ruford, and Varus. So as you approach this here junction, junction, they say. You have mapper now.
See.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What's up?
Oh no.
Okay. So you approach a Y-shaped fork in the road. The road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 15 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey. So you know that you need to go here, into the town.
Right. So as we're trouncing down, I want to constantly keep my eyes on the trees, looking for more corvids.
Oh, there are corvids everywhere. But as long as you are not committing the sin of warmth, you'll be fine. They regard you coldly and more or less ignore you. The only time the only reason they surrounded you was because the kids were clinging to Olive and were lighting their fires again. Otherwise, you're just like anybody else.
I flip off the birds as we walk past them.
I go, fuck you. Fuck off.
I make an owl face like that eagle and,
Just,
and bee stars like.
So as you approach Kresk, you
for
approach
cheese.
a gatehouse.
Thank you, Scrum.
The air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot tall, iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is a name, Kresk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously.
I whisper to Varus since he's up here with me. Oi, Trissy, it's the fella the Dasani told us about. Think this is the place?
I think so.
I also agree.
I glance upward at the 4 fur-hatted figures up atop the... Is it the wall or the guard tower that they're in?
They're on the wall.
Like-
yeah.
Like up on the parapets or whatever?
Mhm.
The ramparts?
Yep.
Looks like he's guarded.
Yeah, I gotta make your tokens the right size because you're like kaijus now for some reason.
Kaiju number.
Giant owl kaiju sounds
go.
terrifying, dude.
Yeah, that'd be scary. You wouldn't hear it. It would just be enormous.
You can see in the dark. It eats giant rats.
Yeah.
Giant rat
Just eats
kaiju, also
humans.
terrifying.
So there are two guardsmen there. 2 of them draw bows on you, and they go, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Drop
Crows on
quotes.
you. Start throwing birds at us like ah.
They draw crows on you. Ah!
Grows into arrows.
Air crows. So we've been stopped. Who goes there? Oi, mate, we're just some travelers. passing through. We need some place to stop in for the day. It's been a mighty long road.
So they look at you and they go, "Ha! We do not know who you are, stranger. We do not know your intentions. There are plenty of people who seek cold respite. This is not the place for that. On with you."
Oh, come on. You don't have even like a restaurant we could stop at to eat? It's been hours since we last ate.
I can feed you this cold arrow, if that will make you feel better.
I'll walk
Like,
up
I
and I'm
would
just
do
like,
that
yeah.
if I were you.
I'll walk up and I'm just like, yeah, we're just here to get some food and take a rest for the night. My hands up.
They go,
My hands are up.
we understand. You are hungry, you are cold, you are tired, but so are our people. Unless you have official business with us, on your way.
We
not with
we do
you.
have not as I repeat, yeah, we not with you, but with your town leader, mayor, hierarchy person.
So they send a runner down there to see what the hell you're talking about. And something in old Vistani gets shouted up to the parapets. And they go, "Aye, if you had only said that from the beginning, you would have been let in. Please, make yourselves at home." So the doors get swung open. Everyone give it just inspiration for not starting a fight.
I'm so glad I didn't draw my gun.
Yeah, that would have been
I
that would
pulled
have
out my
been bad.
gun.
That would have been real
Yeah.
bad. Okay, so you walk inside. The mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, gray cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage. So this town used to be something really nice. However, now it's basically just an overgrown forest with a wall around it. Let's see.
Take a look around and
Athletic emo band.
walk inside. My favorite athletic emo band.
Walk inside. Walk inside. Shut up. I didn't see what you were talking about. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my
I was
god.
like, I can't say this out loud.
What's your favorite
Oh, just
Christopher
for you.
Walken
Ah!
cover band? Hey.
Oh my god. I want AI Broken Inside covered by Christopher Walken.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Walk inside. TM
So-
TM, do not steal.
So as you proceed forward within the one of the guards from the parapets comes down and she says, "I will escort you to our burgomaster."
Burgers.
Burgers.
Nothing of the sort. He is the master of the burgomaster.
He's supposed to help us find a burger master.
Silence, bird, walk with me. I grow weary of your jokes.
I fly.
All right, whatever.
I start walking inside.
So, where's the burgomaster's cottage? I'll just say it's this big house over here. Fuck it. No, that's the abbey. Never mind. This house. This looks fine. Looks burgery. Okay. So as you approach the cottage, you see an old man kind of sitting there on the porch with a woman next to him. And as the guard and you approach, he kind of waves the guard away back to his duties. And he says, "Welcome, friends. I am Dmitry Kreskov. This is my wife, Anna." And she's just sitting there, just watching you all, hands folded.
Me master.
Yeah, can I order?
It's...
Can I-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I order a burger, please? I'm kind of hungry.
And he says, "Oh, I have not heard that one ever in my life. Oh, that is a slapper of the knee, as they say. Oh, hoi, 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 hoi. Get out of here."
I look at him and I just raise my jackal at him. What'd you say?
He walks
Whoa, whoa.
forward to you, putting the barrel of your jackal against his forehead. "Do it. I have no fear. You would only save me suffering. Unless you have business, be gone from my presence."
I walk between them. I put my little owl arms up. Stop fighting!
Like a man of culture, I see. As I put it away.
And he says, "Yes, whatever that means. I trust since you were let in and escorted to me, you have business."
Yep.
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 Yip, yip, yip. Yip, yip,
I
yip.
see you're a woman of
Shoot.
few words. All right, I guess that was all of them.
Listen, my lord. I'm sorry for my friend Varys here. He's got kind of a hair trigger on him. But we met up with some Dasani down the road, mate. You saved the children from some witch mill or something like that.
He says, "Vistani children."
Yeah, mate. They were being kept in cages by the Jobadin. And it's a whole story, trust me. But
I hold up a Lightning
We're
McQueen
hit-
keychain.
And ka-chow to you, brother.
and I think we're here to help you with your little your problem. These lands are not, they're corrupt.
He chuckles a
been
dry
drained of-
laugh. Yes, that is something you can say. Yes.
They've been drained. This used to be a beautiful place. And mate, we're here to help you. We're here to make this land great again.
I would like to believe you. I really would. So
What can I do to help you?
he puts his
What
arm
can I do
around
to help
you.
you believe in us?
He puts his arm around you and he says, "Owl men, walk with me. The rest of you, please remain here. I will have a one-on-one with this owl man."
Let's start
But-
making dirt castles.
Hell yeah.
As you're making dirt castles, Anna walks over to you and she says, "Darling, do you want the food or something to do? You don't have to play in the dirt."
Yes, give me a task, please.
And she says, "Ah, I like you. You remind me of my daughter before." And she kind of just like shakes her head. I am an old woman. If you would please, could you move this firewood inside so I may warm my bones?"
Absolutely.
So Olive begins to, just like a machine, move the the logs, cutting down more logs. So Rufus, as you walk with the old man, he says, "You see, I am the burgomaster of this town. I am its leader, its mayor, its governor, whatever useless title you want to call it. However, we have not had new members of the community for quite some time. We feel like we are cursed. We had children. We had 4, and they were taken from us. And when I mean taken, I don't
Taken?
mean yes. So as he says that, he kind of just like spits on the ground and kind of snarls. And he says, "Over there, the abbey. It is a heretical place. It is no religion of ours. They are not of the McQueen."
Are you telling me some religious zealots kidnapped everyone here?
I cannot say for sure, and I'm too old myself to investigate. However, I feel the answers to both of our problems are located within that abbey.
Well, my lord, you can count on us. We're gonna go in that abbey. We're gonna find out what happened to all your vassals here. We'll bring them back if we can.
He sighs and he says, I would like that very much. At the very least, to have solace that they are actually gone and not taken or sold or being used, or and he just kind of just devolves into every possible outcome that could have happened. And he says, no, I must be strong. I am trusting
Don't
you,
trouble
owl
yourself with
man."
these thoughts. You can count on us, mate. Here, as a token of our word. I pull out one of my expensive pieces of jewelry and I hand it to him. Here.
He laughs and he says, I have no need for jewelry, but I will take this as a token of understanding. We are bound by a pact now. I will offer you any assistance I can, provided you find my answers.
Oi.
Boy.
Boy.
Hang on, I gotta find the map.
I didn't get my burger.
So, as you sit there and you constantly keep making the burger joke, Anna, his wife, and she says, young man, why do you persist in asking about a burger?
He's a burger master, isn't he? I want my burger.
We
No
are
pickle.
not a restaurant, young man. We do not serve burgers.
Slam my fist on the table. Yes, you are. I want my
Bullshit.
I pull out my jacket and I want my burger.
She says, young man, you can kill me if you wish. It is of no consequence. You will have no burger and you will have no peace within this town. Do what you will. The choice is yours.
I put my jackal away. You win.
That is what I thought. Well, or
No.
Stupid.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm?
Where is it? Uh, there it is.
the biscuit.
Oh.
Hmm.
No, keep going.
So the burgermaster and Rufus return back. They explain to you what it was explained to him, that they feel something is wrong with the abbey. It has been corrupted. They feel anyway, and 4 of their children have gone missing. And since that disappearance, no new children have been born here. So they feel there's a connection between that, the disappearances, and the inability to get pregnant. And they would ask that you investigate the abbey. No one has gone up since, because they're not fighters. They're not equipped to deal with whatever the hell's lying inside there. So since you guys are, it would make a lot more sense.
BRB, I'm gonna go pee real quick.
All right.
Yep.
What's the plan, Rufus?
I don't see the map.
Should I not share it? Oh, I gotta put you guys down on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's the right size.
So we're at like the doorway of the abbey.
You are walking up the path to it. This hill is massive, and the entire time that you're walking up it, you feel kind of unnerved. So the switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous. As the air grows colder, one nears the top.
Jesus Christ, this thing's over 700 feet high.
Oh yeah, no, it's massive, and it's one of those things like you could fly there, but everybody else has to like more or less climb and walk.
Yeah.
So it takes them a lot longer. So do you want to split up from the party and then do surveillance, or do you want to stay with the party?
I wanna fly up above the party, like keep them under me, but be
Okay.
a couple
So-
feet over them. A couple, I mean, like 10, 30, 40, 50.
Yeah, enough. So as you are flying above them, what area is that? 7.
Relay directions back down to them. Show them like, hey, we gotta turn up here, kind of thing.
So as you fly above, directly in front of where you would be in the kind of in the air, is a graveyard. So stunted pines grow out of rocky earth in the graveyard near the foundation of the abbey's north wing. The windows of the structure are cracked panes of leaded glass. Ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the yard. Beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard, the ground falls away. The village lies 400 feet below, and the view is breathtaking.
I take in the scenery.
Mhm.
I see the graveyard dotted with short pine trees.
Mhm.
And do I get any sort of feeling? Can I make out anything
Seems right there.
not otherworldly, but something off about the graveyard? Are there fresh graves?
There are fresh graves, but people dying is not really out of the ordinary. However, what you do notice, give me a perception. Oh, okay, yeah, enough. So, what you notice is every minute or so, there's always a thick, overhead, overcast cloud bank, right? So it's making the visibility kind of low, even in the sky. However, every minute or so, a particular grave is illuminated with sunlight, and the grave itself is carved with roses and bears a 3-inch diameter sun-shaped indentation on its east side. You're not really sure what the hell's going on with that. You just kind of see that there's something. It's almost like a beacon calling you to this particular grave site.
All right, I'm back.
He's back.
Welcome back. So
no
I
problem.
want to, swoop down
Mhm.
back to the party and tell them what I see. I say, oi. He's expecting there's a graveyard with this monastery, this abbey up here. But there's something weird going on. Like it's not normal. It's every now and then the clouds will part in just one specific area over and over again. A sun ray just keeps illuminating this one grave. It's got a sun on it even. And I said that weird. It's got a sun on it even. And I think that might have something to do with this. Remember what Madame Eva said? She said it's a cold place, and if Scott Steiner made pickles, he'd be Scott Briner. Jeez, shut the
Shut
fuck up.
Oh
no.
James, I'm not funny. Chimington back at it again.
James isn't funny. Don't laugh at her jokes. I love you, sweetie. You're amazing.
I love
Don't
you
change.
too. I didn't think I'd laugh that hard.
Scott Briner,
I
classic
had
joke.
It is solid joke. All right. The clouds part every now and then illuminate this grave with the sun on it. And remember what Madame Eva said? She said that like all the warmth is gone from this place ever since old what's his name had something bad happen to him or whatever.
That's probably the most Rufus ass like summation of what happened.
Olive just kind of nods, like, yeah, whatever, sure, I guess.
So the road's beating up here in a few meters. I think we need to go. I say we go investigate that grave. See what we can see. Maybe that's the key to all this.
I agree. As I pull on my cool guy shades on.
I want to wild shape into a wolf, please.
Okay.
She wild shapes into that wolf that's dancing.
Right.
Yeah.
The fucking the Twilight meme wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Gee.
Fortnite dancing.
God, would it kill fucking whoever the hell made this module to like give the goddamn tokens actual images?
Well, did they make any more after this one? Maybe it did. They did that one crow.
Right. Exactly.
That was the last one they made.
Hey, listen, you think we got fucking crow money? Mm-mm.
We have crows at home. Crows at home.
So just for sake of time, we'll say you just throw a rope down and everyone kind of scrambles over the wall.
Just
Yeah, absolutely. Olive reaches out, grabs the side of the frame, and just pulls it over, and now we're in the next scene.
Oliver's just, I got something for this. Hold on.
Yeah, rips the background, and now it's somewhere else.
Puts on a tiny hat, dances.
Hello, my baby. So I need all of you to roll an Arcana check and a Perception check. Don't fuck this up. You will die.
Oh boy.
No pressure.
Imminent death.
Oh, I have no
I fucked it up.
modifier.
Yeah, neither do I, sweetie.
I fucked it up both times.
Thankfully, you have Rufus and Olive.
Master looker. I'm pretty good looking.
It's true.
That's what I've been told anyway.
Absolutely. By me.
Hell yeah. Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Your perception teams.
So, as you meander around the graveyard,
I ain't perceiving shit.
Me and you both.
Death House.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is this? The Simpsons?
Death House.
Jesus.
Super Nintendo Chalmers?
Me fail English? That's impossible.
I'm learning.
Oh. Oh, this is a grave mistake. All of you, you're not in danger yet.
Oh, yet.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's not great. Thankfully, you guys are high level and with magic gear. So the building directly in front of you here. This is the main hall of the abbey. And
Don't see the building, but okay.
It's a big empty space.
What now?
It's a big empty space, yeah.
No. It's just an empty space on my side. I see
Yeah,
the
'cause the
doors.
doors
I
aren't
just
open.
don't see the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No, well, even if I hit the doors, I don't see shit.
yeah. That thing right there is a building.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's there. It's big as hell. Um,
Oh.
you open a window and you peek through it. So inside this building, you hear music coming from somewhere. It's non-diegetic. You don't know where the fuck it's coming from. It's just being overlaid. You don't know if it's being pumped through your brain or what. And you feel like a sense of calm, but again, it's unnatural. It's not much like Scott Steiner, not normal. Now, where is that special tomb? Oh, okay, yeah, you happen to be right now. Okay, so this here is the grave you were looking at there, Scrumford. And yeah, like
Mhm.
on the dot, every minute or so, the sun parts just long enough to reflect something down on top of this grave.
I saw Jack and I point. See, look.
So the grave. A ray of golden sunlight breaks through the clouds to the west and shines upon the grave. The fog and the gloom shrink from its brilliance as the sunlight causes the gravestone to crack and crumble. Yeah, interesting. So it starts to crack and crumble, but then it does that for about a minute or so, and then when the sunlight leaves it, it goes back to normal again.
What in the world?
So as you investigate this grave, it is a gravestone carved with roses and bears a 3-star minor. Yeah, okay, I read this too. Engraved beneath the indentation is the name Petrovna. Any of you roll history to see if you know the name Petrovna?
Nope.
definitely.
All of you don't know your name.
Sounds about right.
Varys,
Oh.
Petrovna. Does that sound familiar to you? I got nothing.
I got nothing either.
Are you guys good on time or are you guys getting sleepy?
I am so sleepy.
Okay, we'll call it here then. So as you guys are debating on what to do with this Huya, you hear a cackling voice coming from within the compound and says, "Petrovna, oh please, I'm right here. Come and get me."
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
And that's what we'll call it for today.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Dang.
Yeah,
Good session.
you guys are really good. I like the role play. It was like good. We have now added the Church of McQueen to the to the pantheon.
To the mythos.
I was making a throwaway joke, but he didn't want it in here, so we would now the Church of McQueen is a thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Stupid.
All right, I'm gonna be.
Now we're all believers.
Hmm?
I was gonna say now we're all believers of Church of McQueen.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I saw
I
the
can finally
light.
use my fucking. I can finally use my what's it called? Shelter of faithful skill.
Oh, because you're an acolyte, right? Jesus fucking Christ. Ah. Yeah, so streaming wise, I got nothing going on this week, I don't think. I might be doing some gorilla streams. Next Sunday I've got the Andor G Gorilla. I've got the Evil campaign on Sunday, and then we'll see what's going on from that. But these guys will be back 2 weeks from now. So I've been Paladin, these have been my friends, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.